What is up? I'm Wanna Turtle, and today we have our first PALDEAN FATES opening. So we managed to get these boxes, I suppose, just like 2 days early, which is nothing special. So we'll take our first dive into it. I have not looked up like the full list. Actually, I feel like I couldn't find it. Not that I tried very hard. And so we'll be going over our initial thoughts, both based on kind of like before the opening, or at least where my head's at, and then post as well. Actually, we can get the set list from in here, inside the little guidebook, but we'll do that off camera. And so as always, guys, curious how you are feeling about the sets. To be honest, my initial thoughts are, I can't say I'm terribly excited for it. I feel like I'll call it like the Fates series, so like Hidden Fates, Shining Fates, and now PALDEAN Fates. I don't know, I feel like it's kind of, I'm over it, where I loved Hidden Fates. I think Hidden Fates is still top 3 of my favorite modern sets. Kind of think like 151 probably beats it out, and I was a big fan of Crown Zenith as well. Then there's Evolving Skies, obviously. But yeah, just this whole baby shiny thing, I feel like I'm over it. There's not enough, especially in this alt art era, it's not different enough. So yeah, when a lot of your hits are just those, that doesn't feel like much to me. So, but either way, I'm sure there's a lot of great alt arts. I think the Mew one looks really cool, where it's kind of like in a bubble. So I think that would be really cool to pull. And here we go. So best of luck. Oh, this is for our patron Ty, by the way. He has 3 boxes. And so here we go. We got Mime Jr. And we'll go through some of the whole packs just to get a feel for the overall art style. Got some kind of Crisis Punch thing, a Gengar uncommon. Ooh, okay, so we do have a shiny right off the bats. I will say that I'm not aware of an existing shiny Starmie, so at least that one is new. Like, I couldn't tell you before this like what the shinies look like. So at least that one is new for me. I do like this guy, he's pretty cool. Reminds me of like he feels more of like the progression of Scyther than Scizor does in a way. All right, let's see, centering wise. Oh, I feel it looks pretty good. So print quality feels like it's up there. I can't imagine this guy's too high priority to grade. But yeah, I can appreciate the fact that it's a shiny we haven't seen before. Put you in a penny sleeve in case we do want it to be great. Actually, let's just take a quick look at the promo. Solid promo. I do feel like it was better than the Eevee from Shining Fates. Definitely not as good as the birds from Hidden Fates. Oh, in case you didn't know, like the code card is a little different too. It's interesting. All right, pack number 2. Yeah, so I feel like Shining Fates was a bit of a bust for me, and I think like value-wise, probably the fact that you can still buy them is kind of backs that up, although that's more of like a printing thing than anything else. So here we go. Ooh, I feel like this pack feels very similar to the previous. Oh, there's a Pikachu in this set, Charmeleon. And all right, I feel like we're already getting duplication. Wait, were you nope, uncommon. Here's the reverse, into, all right, we did get a hit in Great Tusk EX. I still don't know where I land on these ancient and whatever future guys. But all right, we got another hit, just a regular EX. And I feel like these hits in these like shiny sets, they feel like even more diluted than normal. Like over time, you just have like, well, if you open a significant amount looking for like those alt arts, chase cards, and those kind of like, you start to get numb to those hits, which is kind of unfortunate. All right, let's go through this pack, and then we're going to speed things up. Ooh, bats, some kind of electric generator. Oh, these guys are cute. Sometimes, the regular arts, some of them are pretty nice. I'm not familiar with this Pokemon, but that little family is very cute. A lantern into Nemona. Ooh, I bet there's a alt art Nemona that we'd be interested in finding. Here we go. We got a very... Ooh, I do feel like the Palafin alt arts, they're pretty high level. I'm curious I can't imagine Paldean's a super popular Pokemon, but I feel like the arts are pretty good. Is he shiny as well? Because like this color is really throwing me off. The one that I'm aware of is kind of like where I feel like he's like surrounded by his little army of guys. This one, I feel like the center is not perfect. This left border feels a little bit thicker, while the back does not feel the same, which is always a little annoying. We'll put you in a penny sleeve for now. Take a closer look later. Unfortunately, I feel like there's too much dark color, so you can't make out the entire background. I feel like he looks quite menacing, though. Looks like he kind of looks like a villain, to be honest. But all right, not bad for alt art. And I'm guessing, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5 maybe? Okay, 4. All right, so we can speed this up into a Cottony, into a Paldean student, okay, and then a Mimikyu. So yeah, I feel like now they're trying to, this set is trying to attempt to have everything, and as a result, like you only care about one thing, which is kind of like those alt arts. And I wonder if these shinies, like here's one right now, Baby Cleffa, is the baby shiny Cleffa is underwhelming. Just this whole idea, just a Pokemon and then like a very generic but shiny background. I feel like it just doesn't do it for me anymore. Magmortar. So then from that end, like, is it really a special set? Where I feel like, we'll leave out 151 because I think 151 was just perfect. So it's kind of difficult to judge it against that because that just hit all the nostalgia feels. But like Crown Zenith, you know, another special set. There were just so many alt arts, and I made it feel like it made it very enjoyable. I feel like the hard chases were not as like crazy, but it made for a nice kind of like pack cracking experience, which, you know, is probably the most important thing. Gengar, that Gengar art is solid. If they made like a full art version of this, not sure if they still do that, where they have like full art versions of non like EX cards. I feel like that's a great one. Actually, no, my Paldean's a good example, but they obviously have a different art. All right, so let's see. So for this first box, we have 4 hits, so definitely hovering around that 50% hit ratio, which I think is very good for a set to be at, for special sets to be at. A Hero Time. And yeah, we did get 1 alt art, nothing crazy, 2 shinies, and then 1 regular hit. So really hoping for at least 1 more alt art, because I feel like, yeah, that 50% hit ratio will be kind of like the criteria. Here we go, another one. For a successful box opening, but I think you want 2 alt arts or 1 really good one to kind of make it worthwhile, especially for like the price of these special sets. A shiny Slowpoke. I am not a fan of when the shiny is just like very different tint of the color. I think this is a good example. But hey, we got another shiny. And then, oh, this gold guy. All right, so he goes from the treasure chest, the mimic kind of thing, into this gold guy. Interesting Pokemon. All right, last pack for this first box. We got 2 more to open. And huge shout out to all the patrons out there. I feel like I feel some texturing here, so I think we got something, people. Ooh, okay. Oh, I forgot. All right, so yeah, there's the baby shinies, the EX, GX shinies, or the EX. So this is obviously a level higher. I kind of forgot to calculate this into my random scoring, but yeah, very nice. So only 1 alt art, but I do feel like alt art plus a full art shiny, we'll call it. And the Toads, cool and cruel. That's a weird Pokemon, but at least it's there. It works. I think the Diglett's a little more weird. But yeah, print quality I feel like is not bad. I feel like it's not exactly perfect, but not bad enough where I would complain. And all right, going to box number 2. One thing I'll say is I wish I figured this out 10 years ago, plus 10 years ago, where like the ETB art matters, especially when over time, like for ETBs that are just hard to get now, and as far as like price wise. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this ETB art is a little underwhelming, especially if you compare the EV Shining Fates was nothing special either, but it was an evolution, so you could play off of that. But like if we were to compare it to like Hidden Fates, you got the birds on there. That one's definitely much better. Crown Zenith was just okay. All right, box number 2. I'm making a mess all over the place. It'll take some time to clean that up later. Got another promo here. Promo's not bad. I feel like first I was like, ooh, Mimikyu is like the mascot of the set. Felt a little weak, but the art is interesting. I feel like that like vibe of, I don't know, some looks like kind of like a grandmother figure, kind of like sewing. Kind of feels on brand for Mimikyu, so I feel like it's pretty good. All right, pack number 1, we got a Cottony. Ooh, okay. I'm confused about these slots, but we got a Palmy, and I see this is a nice shiny, where it's very different. It pops. Like the pink is nice contrast to like the typical orange, and because they're all there, you see it. So I feel like this is a very nice kind of like addition for a set. You know, it plays into the whole shiny thing in the alt art, and it pops. So I like this card. Kind of doubt it's a big chase one, but yeah, I do like how they did that. Let's get you in a sleeve. Yeah, Ty, if you feel like any of these are worth grading, just let me know. I feel like the centering is pretty good on all of them. Don't want to take too much time looking at it. All right, pack number 2. Ooh, Alakazam. All right, we'll talk about this guy in a second. Alakazam, nice hits. But this is just my beef with the whole shiny thing. Like, it's occurring to me that big shinies, or like basically not the baby ones, are full arts with a different color pattern, which, yeah, it's just, yeah. I don't know, I feel like the wow factor isn't there, especially in this alt art era. The Palmy, I feel like, is perfect. If they were to fully adopt that and forego this baby shiny way of doing things, to forego this, I feel like it would be a much stronger set. Be a lot more work, but I don't know, I just feel like those are low effort, and you could technically call it a alt art because it's shiny, but it just doesn't do it for me. I think a good example is like Charizard from Obsidian Flames. Like, there's, I don't know, just like put this weird background on it. This almost like feels like stained glass kind of background kind of thing, and make a bunch of versions and give it as a promo, and then turn it shiny. And I feel like the market value reflects that, where it's like, oh, first it's just it's still a Charizard, but then its uniqueness is not quite as there as other ones. And I think over time the market will reflect that. All right, we got another shiny Scavalion. I don't remember what the normal color scheme is. I feel like the heads, was one of them blue? I know the body, the blue and yellow definitely jump out to me as different. I can't remember if the heads are different, but I will say the hit rate is quite high. And at the end of the day, what's most important is just that pack opening experience. If you can successfully build that, so it's very exciting, very fresh, and you don't feel like you have to get super lucky, or you're not going to get blown out. I feel like those are all very important ingredients to a very strong set. So I feel like definitely some. Cool. Whoa, there was 2 code cards in here. That's weird. I have never seen that, although I suppose it's not a big deal. But yeah, we're getting baby shinies like crazy. A Wattrel, I don't know. Is this like the new Pidgey? I don't remember seeing him in my playthrough of Scarlet and Violet. But I feel like I'm starting to beat the point dead. Yeah, it's just low effort. Let's get some of these alt arts. These shinies are a nice way to round out the opening. But yeah, boy, this thing's a little hard to open. But the alt arts are really what we're looking for. What's up with these code cards? Oh my gosh, there's another 2 in that box. Has anyone seen that before? It just seems strange to me. Grapple Lock into a reverse Mimikyu. My piles are a complete mess. And this code card is in the right direction. Let's just put this over here. Not sure how sought after code cards are anymore. This Charmander art, it kind of looks familiar. I don't think it's the same as like 151 or, you know, Obsidian Flames, but just I feel like there's a different art where he's kind of like looking over his shoulder. Just having like a deja vu kind of moment. All right, we got a Wigglytuff. And yep, so another like positive thing, the fact that you get these quite a, like, you know, they don't seem like that hard to pull, just shinies in general. I think that bodes well, not only just for like hit's sake. I do feel like any special set, when there's like a common theme, the emotional response for completing a master set just goes up significantly. So I definitely can see this one being, it's worth considering, especially when they're not that hard to pull. So even if you crack packs to do it, or you're on the secondary market, it probably won't be too difficult to get all of them. A Maractus into a, what is it? Frigibax. Okay. And a Espatra. What am I looking at? Is that like a snake? I'm not sure. Some of these new Pokemon, I feel like I played through the game kind of quick. And I didn't really take in all the new Pokemon. Assuming this is one. But yeah, we got another hit. I think you can go in a ETB sleeve. Oh, we haven't talked about the ETB sleeves. Let's take a quick look at that as we open our third and final box. So I feel like hit-wise, very good quantity-wise. Quality-wise, I feel like no home runs yet. But again, if a set kind of like balances that, or you know, if it makes it so easy that it kind of like doesn't make the hunt worth it. So that's very much like, you know, all right, you didn't get the home run, you know, you didn't get the big chase card, but you had fun with that experience with these baby shinies. So actually, I'm starting to warm up a little bit, but I do stand by most, if not all, of my criticism. I think they are reasonable. And yeah, let me know if you agree or disagree in a comment down below. So we're gonna take the packs out, the promo, in addition to the ETB sleeves this time. Let's grab you guys. Let's grab you and the sleeves. All right, it's just I like how he's nice and zoomed up. Mimikyu he looks cute in that art. So I will say the sleeves are, even though it's the same picture, it's kind of hard to explain. I feel like I appreciate it more than the ETB box art, even though it's the same exact picture. Just the fact that it's a little more zoomed in, kind of feels cuter. So, all right, that works. All right, last box. Let's get, I think we got a Altar. Ooh, okay. All right, so this is a perfect example. Shiny Mew, awesome. It is the exact same art as 151. They just literally just changed the shading. So I was like, yes, nice. Ooh, can you kind of see this like right here? What is this? Just feels like the light refracts a little bit different right here. There's like a line. Oh, over here too. Maybe it's just the background. They kind of have like squares. It's the same exact art. And it's like, not only that, but this art is very heavily used. There's the full art version. There's the gold card, which is just a promo. So I feel like this art is very much overused. So I feel like that's a perfect example where it's like, yes, good hit. But it's low effort in my opinion. So I feel like this is a good hit. Now I really, really want the alt art of this card. So yeah, very mixed emotions. Again, good hit rate. I don't know. I feel like my mind is just all over the place right now with this set. All right, we got another one. Tough. So yeah, emotional experience from opening this set. Good. Primarily because of hit rate. Very good. Card or quality of the printing, I would say above average. And yeah, it's just the shiny thing's a little disappointing. We haven't gotten too many alt arts, but I'm sure there are some absolute fire alt arts to chase. So yeah, let me know how you guys are feeling. And we got a Toad Screw. And I'm trying to, maybe I'm just thinking out loud, pure stream of consciousness, but like, I don't know, what if they got rid of these altogether? Maybe you keep the baby shinies, a couple more. No, I feel like for me, the biggest thing, if they were to change anything to this kind of worn out, or to take a worn out formula and improve it, it is just put more effort, not the low effort baby shinies. I don't know, maybe that impacts the pull rates because they just can't make that many or come up with the arts. I actually have no idea how that stuff works, but wait, did this one have a code card at all? What is going on here? Oh, we got a duplicate of a alt art. I am a fan of this art, but you know, when it comes to the alt arts, and there's probably so many to get, it's a little disappointing to get a duplicate, especially of one that's, oh, here's the code card. That's not a chase. But again, I do enjoy this art. I feel like there's always like a couple alt arts that, for me, I just really like. For the art itself, it has nothing to do with financial value. I think for, I don't know what the Machoke from 151 is, but I love that one. It's like the Machoke Moving Company. I feel like another good example is Obsidian Flames, like the Pidgey line. Oh, I love the Pidgey one. It was so good. We got it. Oh, I think there's a very nice Gardevoir to look for as well. Mag Mortar. All right, so what is the pack trick if we want to do what I'm doing? It's a first slot first, so that seems to be where the shinies are at. And I feel like the rare slot seems to be just like the EX card, so I guess we kind of want that first. So maybe this one goes to the front. Maybe it's like that, you just keep like swapping them. All right, so we got energy, then the rare. I'm not sure there's anything ever in this slot, but then the shinies seem to be in this one right here. Ghastly. All right, I think that's what we're gonna go with. All right, guys, we are winding down this opening, but yeah, curious how you guys are feeling about this set. Ty, thanks for letting me do this break on your behalf. We have at least a couple more, and I will definitely want to do some boxes for myself. All right, graveyard into a Mankey. Once we figure it out, then the hits stop coming. All right, 2 packs from. All right, I have not been looking at the pack arts. Was that Wish Cash Shiny and the Rouge Knight guy? All right, can we get something good? Let's go like this. All right, Xatu. Ooh, you know, Zatu's not a very exciting Pokemon, but that art is not bad. A Charcadet into, oh, okay, we got a Raichu. Very nice. I guess you could argue that these arts for the baby shinies, I'm not aware of them being reused like the big shinies. Because this Raichu definitely does not ring a bell, although maybe just because I just wouldn't commit that to memory. Yeah, I would definitely appreciate pulling a Pikachu one. All right, guys, last pack. Thanks for watching. As always, if you do want to support the channel, just all I ask is just hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Typical YouTube stuff. And yeah, best of luck, Ty, on this last pack. Appreciate you. And Executor into our Amarouge into a Barboach. All right, so let's just take a quick gander through all of the sleeved cards, and we'll do a count as well. I'm not sure. Oh, is there no like reverse energies? Like, I don't mind that. I feel like I have so many of those from 151. But I just felt like, aren't those usually a thing? All right, so we got some promos, a Raichu. Appreciate the Raichu. Sure. Another promo. I do like the Starmie just because it's new. I don't remember seeing a shiny Starmie before. Palmy, I do like this alt art. Let's go with this EX cards, sure. Yeah, Mew EX, great to pull you, but come on, low effort. That's low effort. Wigglytuff, some bird, another Palmy, Scavalion. All right, I haven't been counting, but I do feel like, yeah, the hit ratio is up there. and I think it makes for a pleasurable experience opening it. So not a bad set so far. But yeah, that's it for me today. I'm Turtle. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.